Good morning.
Hey, yo, what the?
10K TV.
Welcome to another episode of 10K TV presented by 10,000 Takes NFC North Edition. I'm your host, Adam Oz, joined always by my co-host, Kevin Olm, and producer Dustin Luco, where we cover all things NFC North with Kevin backing the Packers, Dustin actually in the producer chair supporting the Bears, and myself riding with the Vikings. Kevin, we are actually putting our producer to work.
Yeah, I just wanted to start off the show by saying I am so proud of our boy here sitting in the producer chair, clicking buttons. He's looking at levels right now.
He hasn't switched the camera yet.
Nope.
Oh, I forgot I was supposed to do that.
I mean, that's a point I want to make at the beginning. If things get fucked up or they're a little bit unsmooth, we just need to give Dustin grace because he's doing his darndest out here.
I'm learning.
Yeah, and he's this is the 1 week where he gets to go first in everything, and we took him off camera.
I know.
So that's fun for him. But
Yeah,
I'm proud of him.
I know. He's doing a good job. Yeah, we don't have a camera on him, but we're looking right at him. So before we kind of really dive in here, we do have a shot that our producer over there has to
That we
do.
forgot to say on air.
Forgot to say on air, which we decided afterwards. It was setting the line for just the Packers scoring, and it was 30.5 is what we agreed on because the Bears scored
31.
31.
Yes.
And
they did score more than 30.5.
they did.
They got right up to 30
Yep.
with a blocked extra point that
Yep.
we'll get into. That made me nervous. I was like, if it ends up on 30 because they blocked the fucking extra point,
Yeah.
I'm going to be really upset.
Yeah. So you were obviously on the Packers side scoring more than 30.5. Dustin was on the underside of them not scoring over 30.5. And then I jumped on. I was like, well, the Cowboys defense stinks, so I'm going to take the Packers 30.5 up.
And they scored
did.
40.
They did. They scored
Yeah.
40. We'll talk about how many that the Cowboys scored.
It's not important,
No,
really.
It's not important.
Let's just
It's
talk
like
about
it never happened.
the one half.
So with that, Dustin did lose his first shot bet. So
Yeah, I was on a heater there.
yeah. So the hammered heartbreak hasn't gone his way, but he at the very least has been money on the shot bets minus this one. So Dustin, you
so
gotta do your crocodile tears,
Here comes,
scatterbrains.
here comes the shot.
Spicy
no one
pickle
gets to
flavored
see
whiskey.
me whinge at this one.
Nobody gets you're going to take it like a champ as far as anyone
Rate
knows.
that for it.
Adam, you are currently at 2 shots this season.
Cool.
I am at 4, but I have one in the bank still, so I should only be at 3. And Dustin is at 5 currently.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. He's
Back where I'm, right where I belong.
Yeah, that scatterbrain already getting there.
Oh, yeah, it's sitting on like like back by your molars.
Yeah.
It's sitting back there right now.
Yeah,
and
that's where it
it's-
lives. It's
not
where the
good.
dill just kind of worms its way in.
That's where it lives. Yeah, so with that, we will be saying if you do have any questions that you want answered at the end of the show, we do have 2-minute drill. I do actually see that we have the chat up there because without an actual producer, we weren't sure if we were going to be able to see chat, but we can. So thank you, Streamlabs, for that. So if you do have questions, feel free to send them in throughout the whole show, and then we'll answer at the end in our 2-minute drill segment. So with that, all of our games are at different times, so we can talk about them in chronological order.
Chronological order.
So the Vikings traveled across the pond to have the first ever game in Dublin, Ireland, where they took on the Pittsburgh Steelers. It was technically an away game, and actually Pittsburgh, because of the whole Rooney family connection, I guess there's a lot of Steelers fans that are in Ireland.
Oh, really?
So it was a good amount of Steelers fans. Now Vikings fans usually do travel well, but for an international game, it was actually pretty. I mean, obviously it's not the same as Pittsburgh, but
yeah,
it was. You can clearly tell it was a lot of Pittsburgh fans there. So
yeah, and all the
kudos to them.
international games also just have like people in
Mixture.
random shit
Yeah.
walking around
Yeah.
more so than any other NFL game.
Yeah, so the Vikings, they did end up losing 24-21 after honestly it ended up
ferocious
being closer
comeback.
than it should have been. Steelers almost kind of botched this one.
Well, the cardiac Vikings. I mean,
the cardiac
there's
Vikings were there, and let's just not beat around the bush here. The offensive line became an absolute mess in this game after all the injuries. Brian O'Neill went down early in this game. We had Ryan Kelly come back, but then he quickly left again with another concussion. Donovan Jackson's already out.
It's good when you have two concussions that close together.
Yeah, so you're already having not one, not two, but three backups in place, and the Pittsburgh defense, especially on the defensive line, is still pretty good for the most part.
Yeah,
at least the last 2 weeks.
I haven't been paying super close attention to the Steelers' defense this year, but it seems like they've been a little underwhelming. That said,
a lot of it's because of the secondary. They've dealt with injuries in the secondary.
Yeah, T.J. Watt is still T.J. Watt,
Yeah.
As you found out. And
Alex Highsmith still productive. Nick Herbig. I mean, Cam Hayward, who's like 40 million years old, but he's still doing it.
And Carson Wentz is still Carson Wentz.
And Carson Wentz is going to hang on to the ball for an eternity. So he was sacked 6 times. Not good.
Hey, it's better than Sam Darnold though. He got sacked more than that.
He
in
got
a game.
sacked 9
in the
times.
playoffs.
9 times. Yeah, in the playoffs. Yeah. So the offensive line continues to be a mess after the injuries. Carson Wentz holds onto the ball too long. This is more of a message because there was a lot of discourse after the Bengals game that we saw, and a lot of people quickly being like, seeing the final score, and I guess maybe thinking that was Carson Wentz throwing like 4 touchdowns when he did. Like, Carson Wentz played fine against the Bengals. I said this last week.
The defense scored 14 points and set you up in a position to put more on.
He didn't throw the game away, so like that's good. He did have an interception, and then he had interception in this one plus another one because of a
tip.
It was a tip.
Yeah.
And although he did not look sharp, he threw for 350 yards. Yes. But there were a lot of balls that were underthrown behind guys. I mean, it could have been a lot worse.
Big chunk of that yardage comes from the Jordan Addison, where they just completely turned him loose in the secondary, and then he got run down by a white linebacker.
I know. I'm
not
like,
as fast as we thought.
just stumbling. I'm like, I guess, like, I don't know, getting his legs still under him. This was his first game.
I think he was drunk.
Yeah, I don't know. That was bad. And then it took us 3 more plays on 1st and goal to score, and precious times going off. So anyone that actually, like, not tongue-in-cheek, saying the Vikings should stick with Wentz even when McCarthy's healthy, I think this game was maybe maybe we shouldn't jump to that conclusion.
Well, the discourse was real, though, because I remember at my work, they have, the newspapers out in the cafe area.
Yeah.
And in the Star Tribune sports section, after that Bengals game, the headline was a picture of Carson Wentz or something like that, and it said, like, the job is his to lose. And I'm like,
I want to know who
it
wrote
is
that.
not.
Like, Patrick Royce or whatever.
Yeah, I was like, it is most certainly not his
There
to
are a
lose.
couple curmudgeons at the Tribune that are that I'm like, all right, I don't know what's happening here. But, yeah, so we got beat in the trenches on both sides of the ball, and that's why we lost this game, ultimately. I mean, it's as simple as that. We made Kenneth Gainwell look unfucking believable for the most part, and we couldn't get any push on either side, and they were able to rip off 6, 5, 7 yards on 1st down, and then Rodgers just did a dink and dunk, and it negated our pass rush. DK Metcalf broke free on a crosser across the middle, and then it just that's kind of what they did, and they just possessed the ball, and kudos to them because it clearly negated our pass rush. But it was a frustrating game because this definitely was, every game's winnable, but like this one, it felt more like we shot ourselves in the foot with poor game plan and just like.
Well, you guys also had some stuff that broke your way, like the fumble by Jordan Mason that got returned. That, like, I'm not going to say it was the wrong call. He touched it. That's the rule.
It was
but like,
good heads up by making up for your fuck up.
But I don't even think he was like trying to do that. I think he was trying to grab the ball back, and it's just like, well, that's the rule. And so you had a couple things break your way.
Yeah, and I just, what really drove me nuts about watching this game, it's when we're down 3 scores in the 4th quarter, it's the complete lack of urgency that we're playing with. And it's Wentz hanging on the ball forever, taking really bad sacks, and it's like, dude, you can throw the ball away. I don't think he realizes that, and like the worst is watching him back up, and he does this little like spin move, and it doesn't really go anywhere, and he ends up just like kind of like folding himself in half, and then just going down.
That's his favorite thing to do.
There was at one point literally where he turned to the sideline, and he's just like, I don't know what you want me to do. Like, you could clearly see that. And it's like, well, I want you to throw the ball away. Like, your time is not on your side at this moment. Like, the fact that we even had a chance with, like, a little over a minute left to get down the field and, maybe give Reichert a chance, that was like, all right, I can't believe it. We have a chance to tie this game.
Yeah.
And then he just like, let's throw short. Let's keep dumping it off to Hawkinson underneath and then not hurry up and get a playoff. Not to mention the grounding that he took, which in that moment, it's a 15-yard penalty, a loss of downs, and a 10-second runoff.
Mm-hmm.
It was the absolute worst thing that could have happened other than throwing an interception, which he did try to do.
And it was a very bad grounding.
It was a very, very bad grounding. And it's then in response to that, on the second down, they throw it underneath, and it's 3rd and 14, or 3rd and or whatever it was, 3rd and 12, or 3rd and 13, and he goes up and he spikes the ball. And now I'm like, well, now it's
4th and 13.
And then, we didn't even get up to the play. We took a delay of game.
That was
So
the
then it's
craziest
4th
part
and
to
18.
me. Because, like, he spiked the ball and then acted like it was a timeout. And
Yeah.
I'm like, no, you got to go, though.
No, I know. And I'm like, oh, my gosh. And then they're like,
We'll talk more about teams not functioning with enough urgency
it's
in
one of those
high-pressure
things that's like,
situations.
I was with my family. We were a little family golf outing, and we were watching this game together before we all left. And, I had a couple relatives being like, why, like, well, he has to spike it here. We're going to run out of time. It's like, okay, but in the moment, in a situation like that, you should have a couple plays in your back pocket if you get into a situation like that. Like, that's just, I think obviously he's been there for the season, so he should know the playbook at this point. And I think that's just what his processing is not, you'd hope with a savvy vet he'd be able to do that. I'm not saying McCarthy could do that. It's just maddening to watch them literally throw a game away when you were gifted a chance, an opportunity to tie it. And it just, we didn't deserve to win this game based on how the trenches played, based on how lethargic it seemed like they were operating. And the fact that we still had a chance, I guess that's my only positive takeaway is, we had a ball in our hands with a chance to tie or take the lead. Now, execution was horrendous. Yeah. So it's frustrating.
I did have a note during this game. I know we've had discussions about this player before, but Dallas Turner was showing out in the preseason.
I did remember.
And he did punch
thing.
someone in the face in this game, so that was good.
Yeah, that made me laugh a lot.
Yeah.
I was like, wait a minute, that's Dallas Turner.
There he is, 15-yard penalty.
Good
like
for him.
that.
Good for him. I had a point from this game that kind of, I don't know, it's the rule, but it kind of frustrates me when the other side doesn't really get called for it every time.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was in the last drive the Vikings had. I believe it was T.J. Watt got called on an offsides call.
Oh,
and it was a pretty bang thing.
I mean, he was jumping all game.
But when you get the tackles that are doing that before the snap, and
it
doesn't get called that often.
It's a little bit annoying that there's like an imbalance in the rules between like the tackle is allowed to move like half their body before the ball is snapped, but there are plays, and especially those kind of premier pass rusher guys where they're trying to get such a good jump on the ball.
Yes,
and sometimes I swear like they're moving, but they're not actually quite offsides. Like if you were looking at it frame by frame, I get why they call it in real life. I can see it when they do, but it is a little bit annoying. So do you want J.J. McCarthy to play this next week?
I mean, if I want J.J. McCarthy to play as soon as he's physically healthy enough to play.
You want him to play the Browns defense with your current offensive line.
Well, it's either that or the Eagles after the bye week.
But you get either that or watch Carson Wentz.
You get 2 weeks to get healthy.
Probably worse than what we just saw.
Yeah, but I'm saying
Carson
like
already has a problem hanging on to the ball too long, and that already like I don't know. I consider that kind of like a moot point at this stage where
you're saying
I'd
that what
rather
you've seen
JJ get reps now.
You're saying that what you've seen
never
of
gonna be
JJ
perfect at
McCarthy
this
and
point.
Carson Wentz is that you'd rather have JJ McCarthy?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Why?
Because J.J. McCarthy could be anything.
Because Carson Wentz is not going to be the future of our team. There's not a chance for that. So
yeah, that's what I think. In this game,
regardless of who's blocking for him, I mean, it's not ideal, but
yeah, this game is tough though because there's no way for us to know for sure what would be happening in an alternate timeline. Offensive line issues and Aaron Rodgers do not mix very well. However, it does feel like you guys have a talented team except for one spot so far. and Aaron Rodgers wanted to come play for you, and you guys said no, thank you.
Correct.
I feel like you guys would be really good with Aaron Rodgers.
I don't think there's anything that Rodgers has done that has been wow. I mean, I want to know what his depth of target in this game was.
He's better than Carson Wentz, and he's better than JJ McCarthy at this moment.
Well, and here's the thing too with that is,
and his depth of target
if you
is
had
on a
JJ
floor as
sit
defense.
another year behind Aaron Rodgers, imagine what JJ could have been.
Yeah, you get
behind Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, you give JJ another year to develop, and I mean, yeah, Aaron Rodgers is more dink and dunk than he used to be, but everyone is kind of dink and dunk against the Vikings defense because the pressures are complicated and they get home quickly and stuff like that.
But it's not even just watching him play; it's like being able to talk to him and like learn about how to face certain coverages and like all the
I don't know how much I'd want
and like how they did 9/11.
Yeah,
you know, that's how
the thing.
you.
I'm like,
yeah,
it becomes a slippery slope at some point where I'm like,
he doesn't have to.
But
hang out with
JJ's
them
already like a
outside of
cringy
practice.
weirdo that like meditates before the games. So like, you know, maybe Aaron Rodgers starts putting on war paint.
I mean, maybe
that would be so upsetting to me actually. To why he comes out there in like full eye black.
Could you imagine?
Oh my god.
Yeah, so I mean,
like tribal eye black, like it's really over the top with it.
Yeah, well, the Vikings are no longer undefeated across the pond. They were previously, and now they're not. So hopefully, this is we're gonna need some adjustments, and obviously, we'll get there in the preview.
You guys and Aaron Rodgers are 1-1 across the pond. It's a tie right now.
Correct. We are. I don't know if he's gonna be back enough.
I
to have a rubber match.
would doubt that.
But
yeah, and they're probably not going to have you match up against the Steelers again next year.
Well, who says he's going to be on the Steelers again next year? You know?
Yeah, he'll be on the Titans next year.
He could be all over. They just give up on Cam Ward.
Yeah. Dude, did you see him this week?
Bad. Yeah, he was bad.
Yeah.
Okay. I got nothing else other than it was kind of frustrating to watch, and that's
kind of a bummer.
Yeah. All right. Next game here, 3:00 window. The Chicago Bears traveled to the desert, take on the Las Vegas Raiders, where they win 25-24 in what was honestly kind of
a back and forth affair.
I'm curious what, Dustin, your thoughts are, because
He didn't watch. I guarantee you.
I watched.
You did?
I'm not really sure what
not
to
all
make
of
of the
it.
Bears.
I was
I don't
mainly
really know what to
watching
make
Red
of this
Zone.
Bears team.
I don't really either. I feel like it's not the same old Bears,
No,
but I can't say that with my chest.
no. Like Caleb looked really good. Obviously, the week before he won NFC Offensive Player. NFC Offensive
You saved
Player
it
of the
at
Week.
the end there. I was like, hold up.
No, NFC Offensive Player of the Week last week. This week, against not a good defense, looked like he struggled a bit.
Yeah, so
Max Crosby had a heck of a game.
Yeah, he did. He played really well.
Yeah.
So my first point about this game is we're finally on the right side of a heartbreak ending. Because it's been
First
a while.
time for everything.
Yeah.
It's been a while since we have been the victors in a game that was like decided in the last minute on like a kind of crazy play.
Yeah.
Because like last year we lost to the Commanders on that Hail Mary where Tyreek Stevenson was talking shit.
Well,
And you lost 9 more games.
And then we lost to the Packers. We lost to the Packers on that block kick that would have won it for us. It's just been.
It's just nice to win one.
Yeah, we were on the right side of it, and we were the ones that were breaking hearts.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
Maybe you guys should play more road games.
Yeah, we have had a lot of home games already. I think 2.
it's like the Bills. The Bills
So-
are always at home.
Yeah, so Dustin, give me a temperature check here on Caleb.
Well, that's my next point. Is he's got a ball security issue.
Security.
I don't think he lost. He might have lost one fumble, but
How many did he have?
well, I know he lost the ball to the ground at least 2 or 3 times.
He lost it, but he recovered both of them.
Yeah. And then he also had a play where the announcers were like, wait a minute, this is like that play they did in Detroit where he like stumbled going to hand off the ball and then like faked the handoff. And they were like, oh, it's just like in Detroit when Ben Johnson was over there. And it's like, I don't know if that's exactly what happened because it looked like he tripped over the left guard's foot.
Okay. So it was a real trip, not a fake trip.
Yep. It wasn't planned.
Yeah.
Um,
But he didn't drop the ball. He did throw an interception in this game.
Did. Yeah, it's a heck of a play by Crosby.
Rating of 73.3 total. I mean, this feels though like what Ben Johnson wants to do. I'm struggling to figure out if the Raiders are not good.
we did have a cool play where we did like a fake flea flicker.
Do you know what?
Where Swift went to pitch it and then just took it and ran forward.
So just like a run.
But no, he stopped, but he stopped. He stopped and faked the pitch back to Williams.
This game did hurt his projection and goal to break 4,000 passing yards, though. He's now currently projected 3,940.
That's all right. He just needs one good game.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, he's doing better.
He is.
Yeah.
He is doing better. But
how many touchdowns is he on pace for?
34 and 9.
That's pretty good.
I mean,
That's
really
decent.
solid.
that would be. If I were a Bears fan, I would take that.
They don't have any run game.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's my next point. Is
that.
what run game?
Yeah.
14 for
Swift
38.
looked terrible.
Swift is on pace for 795 rushing yards.
Oh my god! And Monungai gets 5 carries a game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
not
they looked awful. I
So
think
is DJ Moore
I was going to ask. I'm kind of
washed?
concerned. How are we feeling about DJ Moore? Because Romo Dunze is clearly.
he's been the number one for sure.
yeah.
DJ Moore is projected 735 receiving.
Ooh,
That is
Luther Burden,
awful.
2 catches for -4. Watch out, Adunze.
Yeah, no, Luther Burden is.
How concerned are you about your run defense? Because Ashton
That's my-
Genty,
that's my
the
next
breakout
thing.
finally happened.
You're literally just.
We're just
You're
walking Dustin through his
read
notes
my
right
notes. It says the front 7 run defense against a terrible O line.
Yeah.
Just I don't understand it. I mean, Ashton Genty had I think his first week he had 72 yards. Then
His longest
but
run
it's
was
been-
17 yards.
But it's
Yeah,
been
imagine
in the
trading
40s,
him away.
every week.
Yeah.
And then he busted. I know he busted out at least
Yeah.
one big run. He had 2 touchdown catches. I want to say.
He did. He had
that
2
sound
catches
right?
for 2 touchdowns.
And then he had a rushing touchdown. Yeah.
Yeah, he had a 64-yard rushing touchdown where
Yeah,
he just shook off Kevin Byard.
Yeah. It
Just
was,
ran right through him.
So, Dustin, how would you say the vibes in general are? If you had to put a letter grade on it, you're 2 and 2.
Probably a C. I mean,
C?
we look
Okay.
bad, but our record's not awful. We're not out. We're only 1 game back from the division lead right now.
Well, on the rest of your schedule,
I
looking
guess there's an asterisk, so we wouldn't have the tiebreaker over the Lions.
the rest of your schedule coming up. Ooh, you got commies next, so you got to exercise some demons there.
Is Jane Daniels going to play?
Is Jaden Daniels going to play? Then you got Saints, Ravens, Bengals, Giants. You could win 3 of the next 5 without a crazy amount. I wouldn't be shocked.
Yeah, I mean, because we've shown good. I mean, we played really well against the Cowboys last week. Granted, their
5 and
defense
4, not
sucks.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, the Giants did look decent with Jackson Dart. So that I'd say that game's kind of up in the air. I am worried about the Giants' defensive line though,
Yeah.
Yeah.
especially the way our offensive line has been playing and the way we have no run game.
I mean, I could see you guys in the hunt for sure as the season kind of
Well,
comes
and-
down to it.
I don't know. So Lamar might be out for a few weeks too.
Yeah, because he's on my fantasy team.
He's
so
got
everyone
the
just
hammy
dies.
issue. So if he's not playing, I mean, I say
Although
we have a
I
better
wonder
chance
if
about
that game
one.
were if that game were closer, would he have come back in?
See, that's
Probably.
the thing.
That's
you,
right.
You never really saw anything happen, and then it was just
he
oh,
walked
Lamar
off on his
threw off
own.
his
He slammed his helmet, and
Are
they
we
said it was
sure
a
he
hand.
didn't have to poop?
I don't know.
As that was the one time. We have some breaking news. Shefty just reposted or whatever. Vikings right tackle Brian O'Neill suffered a sprained MCL Sunday in Ireland. Two-time
probably
Pro Bowler could miss some time. Yeah,
probably 2 to 4 weeks.
yeah. I mean, when they're a lineman, especially, and that's a lot of stress
It's
on
not
that
worst case
MCL.
scenario. That's good. 'cause
Yeah,
there were
it's
some
sprained. It's not.
news that happened across the league with other CLs. But
Yeah.
Yeah. So Geno Smith stinks. That's another takeaway I had from this
I
game.
Yeah,
mean,
how many picks did he throw? Like
3?
Jeez,
He only had
yeah.
117 yards.
Well, Tyreek Stevenson did have one insane interception.
Yeah.
made
The
up
guy
for
was
it?
running a crosser, and
You like him now?
no, I don't like him. But he did well 2 weeks in a row now. He's had a takeaway,
Okay.
so that's good.
Sure.
So maybe he'll finally, he'll get his full redemption next week against the Commanders.
Yeah, play defense the whole game.
Yeah, that would be
You
good.
can't tell him what to do.
But yeah, I've got one more thing, which we kind of already touched on at the beginning. But the special teams almost threw the game on our final kickoff.
They won you the game.
Well, yeah, but on the final kickoff,
Yeah.
they let up like a 50-yard return.
Yeah, and that's
And then they only needed to go like 10 or 12 yards to get within field goal range. But then they saved it by, I think Kevin Byard blocked it. So.
nice.
Yeah, it was a
The
block.
new kickoff is a
So many
very
blocks.
very interesting wrinkle we
It
have
does.
this season.
I like it. I do enjoy
it's
it.
chaos, and I'm not
Yeah,
saying it's a bad thing. It's
I
just
like it.
it was like an underreported rule change. I feel like everyone's talking about banning the tush push and this and that, and like this has had way more of a profound
yeah,
impact
this year
than
they
letting the
moved it up to
Eagles
the
cheat every
35,
once in a
right?
while.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
it didn't used to be the 35 on a touchback, right? It was a
no,
30.
Yeah, and so now those new rules, the calculus has
Well,
changed.
I mean,
More
way back in the
returns,
day, it used to
different.
just be 20, and then they kept just moving it up incrementally.
Well, and they kept moving the kick up
Yeah.
because everyone was getting hurt.
They're like, all right, finally, they're like, all right, 30, 35. Like, then now it's.
Well, yeah, that's the funny thing. It's like, oh, we want to get rid of a lot of kickoff returns.
Anytime
Yeah.
Now
there's a
it's like,
touchback
oh,
that's
yeah.
like at the 20, it's always like, whoa, it's like a unicorn.
Yeah.
You're not used to seeing it.
Yeah, it feels bad.
Yeah, you're like, whoa, it's crazy. But
All right, should we?
yeah, last game.
Skedaddle here into.
Sunday Night Football.
I think we just go to segments.
We waited
actually.
all day for Sunday night just to end in a tie. The
Yeah.
Green Bay Packers traveled to Jerry World, take on the Cowboys. There was no major storylines at all about this game that we never heard about at all on the broadcast.
No, they were beating that shit to death in like the
Yeah.
pregame.
Did you
I
guys
mean,
see?
They had the little
they had
video
the-
of Jerry at the desk.
Yep.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. So
I
he's
got
like,
fleeced. Like,
Yeah.
he's like,
Yeah.
he's like, oh yeah, like me and Micah know, like we respect
We knew where we
each other.
stayed with each other. It's
Yeah.
Like, I don't.
I respect him a lot, and then it
And
goes
Jerry
to, it goes
leaning
to
into the,
Micah.
like, I'm an idiot stance is very.
Well,
I
then,
mean,
yeah,
it's on
it goes to
brand.
Micah, and he's like, Jerry didn't even tell me I got traded.
Yeah.
like right after Jerry's like, oh, I respect him. We know where we're at.
Yeah, Gutekunst called Kenny Clark after the trade and
Yeah.
was like, "Thank you." And Jerry did not call Micah.
Yeah. So the Packers ended up tying the Cowboys 40-40.
Yes. So I've broken down my critiques into from good to bad. All right. And I want to start by saying, in general, I am taking this moment to disabuse myself
Is that a word?
of yes, it is English major. To
You looked it up?
No, I just have heard. To disabuse myself of the notion that the Packers are a serious football team. Weeks 1 and 2, they had me way up high,
Yeah.
and the last 2 weeks
Some might even say the highest you've ever been.
have
in
got
the history
me.
Of this show.
Yes, because I had Micah Parsons. We had dismantled 2 playoff teams. They were looking phenomenal. And then last week happens, and you go, all right, that was a trap game. That was a blip. Throw it out and move on.
Mm-hmm.
And this team just continues. It's the succession gif. They are not serious people.
Yeah.
This team continues to fuck up in new and creative ways. And I still think that there's potential there to be a contender, but I was positive about that 2 weeks ago, and I am no longer positive about that. So starting with the offense here, Matt LaFleur once again calls a garbage football game, pretty much top to bottom. He, not only in terms of play calls, which he did call a garbage game in terms of play calls, he also was just playing scared and conservative the whole time, which is somewhat of a hallmark of Matt LaFleur. You'll remember the playoff game against the Buccaneers where he turned a one-score game into a one-score game at the very end.
Of course.
He has shown an unwillingness to take any sort of chances whatsoever. And I'm going to on the play calling note, I'm going to invoke the Bukowski, which I know is usually not a good idea to do out loud.
Sure.
But I do. He tweeted out a breakdown of all the plays they ran in overtime. The Cowboys kick a field goal, so you score a touchdown and win, but you only got 5 minutes.
Yep.
In overtime, the Packers ran an RPO wide receiver screen, an aborted RPO with an ineligible lineman penalty, 3rd and 6 go ball with no pass interference called, 4th and 6 drop back bullet to Golden, run, RPO run, slant, RPO, and then Jordan Love's drunk play that I will get to in a moment, which almost cost them the tie.
Yeah.
That I saw a stat between 3:10 left in overtime and the 2-minute warning. They ran one play, and they weren't even in field goal range at the time. They were still getting down there. There was no urgency, and there was just this refusal to let Jordan Love rip it against a defense that's not very good.
No.
And Jordan Love, to his credit, I think played pretty well. That's my next point here. Jordan Love's stats: over 300 yards, 3 touchdowns. Should have been 4, but they called Tucker Kraft half a millimeter, I guess, in front of the pylon.
That was
so
really,
stupid.
I mean, his elbow I think was in, but the ball technically.
And then they put
wasn't
the
across
Packers on the inch, and they called the center for like nudging the ball forward an inch again, which happens on
that was
literally
so funny.
every play.
They're like, you can't get it that close to the line. It's like, well, it doesn't count as a touchdown if it goes over the line before it's snapped.
if he could just grab it and run it himself, then
If
yeah,
anything,
it
that
would
might
be
be more of a disadvantage. It's like he has to snap it further.
Yeah,
like, he has
it's
got to get
just-
it further back.
Every single play in football, the center grabs the ball and moves it a little bit so they can snap it. I mean, whatever. They ended up getting a touchdown anyway, so I'm not going to get too bent out of shape. But it was very annoying. So almost should have been 4 touchdowns in all likelihood. But the thing is, his ADOT was not long.
No.
He had a couple shot plays he tried. He had the one where at the beginning Golden and Wicks were just right next to each other, and Golden caught it. I don't know what the fuck that was. And he was hitting some of these when he had to, but it was so many screens and so many quick pass plays. And I think he's putting this game plan together going, my offensive line is just dog shit. So we have no time, which is what I wanted him to do last week against Myles Garrett.
Which is funny against a team
Yeah.
famously traded away like their one bright spot.
Yeah. and Jordan Love did get like hurried and harassed a little bit in this game, even with that play call, but
the corpse of Jadeveon Clowney out there.
yeah, I mean, it feels like Matt LaFleur was coaching not to lose. And congratulations, Matt, you didn't lose. Barely.
Yeah.
So offensive line kind of in shambles. 3 guys hurt. They were making it work. Jordan Morgan still looks like hot garbage. And I think Cooper DeJean is pretty good, so that sucks. And I have a note here, Josh Jacobs fucks. Josh Jacobs is legit. I love Josh Jacobs still. No complaints there. Switching over to the defense now. My first note is, what the fuck? I don't know what this was.
Yeah.
This was a nightmare game for Edgerrin Cooper, Nate Hobbs, and Carrington Valentine. All 3 of them atrocious.
Yeah.
I can't even remember. Stackhouse is his name that came in after Wyatt got hurt.
Yeah. I saw
Awful.
I saw a stat that went out. It was like average separation per like coverage route.
Yeah.
And Nate Hobbs was like giving up like 4.5, and it's like
Yeah.
it's like 4th to
Against like Cavante
Lattimore.
Turpin.
Lattimore is like 4.7 leading the NFL
Yeah.
most, and so that's not great.
Yeah, and this whole game, it was just I felt like I was in a bad dream because what I've seen and what I've liked from the Jeff Hafley defense most of last year and continuing the first couple weeks of this year was a creative play style. I'm not going to say it's a Flores level play style, but like calling plays, mixing up the looks on defense, having guys coming from different positions, getting creative, and playing physical press coverage because you're relying on your pass rush to get home.
Yeah.
None of that shit happened. They were playing 10 yards off the receivers all day long. And so Dak was dicing them up.
Yeah, Dak tore it up.
Yeah, I mean, and Dak had a great game. I've said Dak sucks. I still don't think Dak is, like, awesome, but he had a really good game this week.
That throw, and the throw and the catch that was it Tolbert?
No,
Or
it
was
was
Turpin?
it was Pickens.
Oh, the, like, fuck it ball?
No, the crazy one. I
Yeah,
think
that he
was
came
Tolbert.
back to.
That was Tolbert.
Yeah, yeah.
Where he came back on the sideline. That was just the throw was bananas. And
Yeah.
The catch was even more.
No, the
bananas. Like,
Pickens
that
one
was
down at the
bananas.
1 yard line is also super cool because his knee definitely hit out of bounds, but whatever. And they didn't even like look at it. They were just like, no, it's fine. It's George Pickens. We'll just give it to him or else he'll freak out.
Yeah.
I don't know. This one, I had a note in here that said Micah Parsons is not a big factor. He had 1 sack, which was like a chase down an inch behind the line of scrimmage. He did have a bunch of pressures. He had 1 pressure at halftime, but I think he had 7 in the second half. He was the Packers' highest graded player on PFF. He was getting held like a motherfucker every play, which is just, I'm getting Clay Matthews flashbacks now to
Chris
just
Gary
when
was
they
like,
when
"Don't
they
let
just
him
get him
beat
around the neck and they just, and it's like if you do it every play, the refs can't call it every play or the game would never occur.
Of course.
It's so I'm not trying to blame the refs for this because let's go to special teams. Rich Bisaccia is a terrorist, and I've been on this beat for a minute here. I kind of let it
Former
simmer.
enthusiast.
I was a former enthusiast. I was enthused.
Yes.
I'm not going to lie to you. I was happy. I was like, Rich Bisaccia, he was almost a head coach. That means he has to be a good special teams coordinator, right?
He was a great interim coach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, like, that should be enough, don't you think?
Freddie Kitchens was a good interim for a little bit, like when he jumped in there.
Was he, though?
I mean, he got the guys fired up.
I guess. So Rich Bisaccia, Our special teams is currently 30th in the NFL. The last couple of years, it's always been like 28th or worse, usually worse. Rich Bisaccia is the highest paid special teams coordinator in the NFL. All the teams, and his unit consistently underperforms.
Yeah.
I don't know if he knows that the kickoff rule changed. It doesn't feel like we're really doing anything about it. Our kicks are traditional kicks. They're not doing the new knuckleball thing and trying to kind of get cute with it.
Yeah.
The coverage is not being done very well. The Cowboys at the end of the game when we were just going back and forth, they ran one back to like the 50 fucking yard line.
Yeah.
With like 2 minutes left when they were down. And the part that I'm burying the lead here, the blocked extra point on the second touchdown that was returned for 2 points. Now, if we win this game, that probably comes out in the wash a little bit.
Yeah.
But we didn't. We fucking tied. All right? Yeah. So that 3-point swing really matters. And we lost on a blocked field goal last fucking week. So if you look at it, in an alternate world where the Packers don't have any kicks blocked in the last 2 weeks, they're 4-0. Now, that's a simplification, but you get what I'm saying. This is a disaster.
Yeah.
And it's just... this is the part that pisses me off because I think that Jeff Hafley can get his shit together a little bit on defense. And I think he kind of just got caught. I don't know. I mean, Schottenheimer had him in a fucking cell like the whole game. I don't know what that was.
Just wild to say.
Yeah, it's just very wild to say. Without CeeDee Lamb, it was the Turpin show. But I have to believe that can get better. Bisaccia, I've seen enough, and I know that they won't do anything about it. Definitely not during the season.
Yeah.
Maybe they get rid of him if this keeps happening like it has, but he's Matt LaFleur's buddy. He's the old vet. People like him. I'm sure he's a nice fucking guy. He's never going to get fired.
Yeah.
So this is just a problem for me for the next 4 months.
And like special teams coordinator, it's not special teams matter because when they fuck up, it really fucking matters.
Yeah.
Because they're usually these high pressure moments, but it's also not a thing enough that is like a huge needle mover. So it's going to take like a colossal
But it matters
calamities.
more this year because he's fucking up with this new kickoff. He's fucking up. I've seen conversations that like there's more block kicks now because teams aren't just totally punting the idea of a kickoff. In past years, it's like, okay, we're just going to do touchback every time. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Now they have to practice the kickoff, which is taking time, and they're worse at blocking for field goals. So it matters. It's mattered the last 2 games. It's a difference between 1.5 wins potentially, and it's frustrating. Oh, and the other thing he does that I fucking hate is he has a rotation of guys back there to receive the punt every time the other team is forced to punt, where he goes, okay, our rotation is going to be our new exciting wide receiver who isn't good at this.
Yeah.
And then we're going to make our number 1 corner go out there. And then we're going to have Concussions McGee in the Guardian cap. Like, he picks like the worst 4 guys you could pick, and he just goes, we're just going to keep cycling you guys. He's going to have Jordan Love back there next week returning a fucking punt.
They need to teach Matthew Golden how to call a fair catch.
Matthew Golden,
he doesn't want to. He's like, I got the ball.
So funny. I was laughing out loud when that play happened.
I saw some discussion on this too. Matthew Golden, there's a lot of things you can look at his college tape and like. The thing he was like arguably the worst at is reading blocks and navigating traffic. He is a run out there and fucking catch it guy. These bubble screens where he keeps losing 2 yards, these punt returns where he's supposed to be angling and doing something, he's horrendous at it. Stop doing it.
But that's like a staple of LaFleur offense.
So give it to Savion Williams. He's huge. He'll run through a motherfucker.
Yeah,
Josh Jacobs, Emmanuel Wilson, they were doing great on those. They're fun to watch. They get downhill, but that's just not his game.
I would just say this game has to be concerning.
It's incredibly
for
concerning.
the Packers defense specifically.
I called this a can't lose.
Yeah.
And I guess they didn't.
They didn't, but it's you never feel good with a tie because you're like, I'm upset, but it's more of like a frustration because it's like you should have won, especially going into it. Like if CD was playing, that's a whole different thing. The fact that no CD, like Cowboys fans should feel pretty good about their offense, seeing what this is.
Yeah.
After CD, without CD after this game, their defense is still very bad though. I don't know. Like it just is what it is. You can't really do much. Jordan Love, like you said, nearly almost threw this game
Yeah, so
away.
let's talk about
I
the
don't.
Jordan Love drunk play waited until the last possible moment to show
My
itself.
God.
So he first of all, because really the decision at the end is really, really bad.
Yeah.
I would argue the decision before that to throw that little dump off
Yeah.
is like maybe worse.
Yeah.
Like that receiver should have just hit that thing into the ground because
Correct.
he wasn't going anywhere. He wasn't getting to
No.
the sideline. So they complete this pass, this little like in the flat for 2 yards, and they got to run up. And they're taking too much time, And you're going, okay, then just spike it. And he hikes the ball, and he takes a full-ass drop. And there's 6 seconds when he hikes the ball.
Yeah.
And he's the Packers are so lucky that hit a defender's back and bounced straight down.
Yes.
Because if it hit a back and went up in the air, or
It just nearly missed, and it like nicked him, and it didn't bounce
Yeah.
anywhere, and it just kind of like grazed.
yeah, and it just stayed up in the air.
That's it. That's the
because
game.
the clock was at 1. This isn't basketball where you can see the fraction, but
No.
it was at a fraction. If it's at 1, it's at a fraction.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, that seemed like the longest second. I'm like, my God, he should be thanking his lucky stars
Yeah.
on that, because that was. I mean, you could hear it. And they were Collinsworth and Tirico were talking about it. They're like, what are you doing? like. And then it was not the guy wasn't even open.
No.
Golden wasn't even close.
No,
to being open.
it was just a
Double
random. It
coverage.
was just a completely fuck it. Like I want to win this game so bad,
Yeah.
and I'm not even shocked at that by Jordan Love because he's got a lot of fuck it we ball. Matt LaFleur has to be saying no, you can't do that.
Well, there were words when he went over to the sideline.
Yeah.
Like, there were words, and I'm like, I'm curious. I don't
know if he went rogue with that one. I could see it because I just said Matt LaFleur's too cautious and playing not to lose, but like that was. I mean, I was watching that. I don't even think I was mad watching that because I was in such disbelief of like, what the fuck is going on right
Yeah.
now?
If that second came off, it would have been, I mean, an all-timer of just
a boneheaded decision.
yeah. Like, what are you?
Clock
what are you
mismanagement?
doing?
Call it whatever you want.
Yeah, it was bad.
Yeah,
I mean,
so the Packers are mercifully on bye this next week, and
Yeah.
I was not stoked about the Week 5 bye. I'm pretty okay with it now. I think we
Yeah.
need to re-fucking set a little bit
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
This is something.
Okay. Let's get to our awards. Awards are going to be brought to you by Captain's Patch. Captain's Patch, of course, is the raspberry lemon shandy brewed by Elm Creek Brewing. I know it's usually a shandy you have in the summertime, but the weather here is just so perfect. You can still have a shandy. I mean, it's refreshing. We're having them right now. It's great. You can find them at any liquor store near you. You can, if you want to know specifically, just go to captainspatch.com. It will tell you exactly where you can find them. Obviously, 21 plus. Please drink responsibly. Okay, awards. You get to have Dustin go first.
Yeah.
And then in a rare 0-0, zero differential, you get to go second.
I was so close to Dustin.
When I saw it, I
won
lost
by
by
1
3.
point.
I was like, all right, I'm probably not going to go first.
It's hard to go first when only one team, or it's hard to go last when only one team won and you lost by 3 only.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then like Dustin winning by 1, he gets to go first. That's
Oh yeah,
great.
man, it's like the closest.
We're a tight
Total,
cluster,
like,
you know. We're
it's
we're
usually
accurate.
Yeah.
a blowout in one game.
You got lucky that second came on because you would have gone last if you guys lost that game.
No, we would have been tied.
No, I know, but you lost the last week and we won by a lot.
Oh, is that how it works?
Yeah.
Oh.
By the previous back a week.
Okay, sure. We're not doing like season-long point differential.
No, it's just like if it's
Okay.
a tiebreaker, that you just got to go back.
Okay.
So-
Well, either way, Dustin, what is your MVP this week?
My MVP, kind of touched on him a little earlier. Giving it to Jackson Dart. He didn't
Okay.
light up the scoreboard, but he came in, got the Giants their first win of the season against one of the better defenses in the league.
Undefeated.
Went 13 for 20, 111 yards, 1 touchdown, 0 picks. He also ran
He ran
a
for his
lot.
first touchdown.
Yeah.
He 10 rushes, 54 yards, and a touchdown.
He also
had
posted
good
a
ball
picture
security.
of Justin Herbert's girlfriend before the game.
Did he
And
really?
then deleted it. Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
Seriously.
Yeah.
He almost made out with Dable
Jesus.
too at the end. Did you
Hell
see
yeah.
that?
Let's go.
I was like, well, they're really close.
That's hot. I like that.
Yeah.
All right. My MVP this week, and it's kind of, I don't love saying this, but it's Patrick Mahomes.
All right. Yeah.
This was a Patrick Mahomes game that we kind of haven't seen in a while,
Yeah,
you know? Like,
yeah.
Patrick Mahomes threw 4 touchdowns in this game. This was like a get-right game, you could call it, for the Chiefs, because the Chiefs have not looked awesome so far this year.
No.
And, I mean, they looked dominant against the Ravens in this game. They made
Back-to-back
Lamar Jackson
tough
quit
looks
football.
by the defense for the Ravens.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really not great.
Yeah, but Mahomes 270, 4 touchdowns. I mean, it was a really nice showing, and it's one of those. It's like a big brother type of thing where it's like the Ravens go play the Chiefs, and they're like, yeah, you're still not the Chiefs though.
Yeah, Lamar is Steve Spagnuolo just has his number.
Yeah,
It's nuts. Like it is crazy.
it's crazy how the Chiefs consistently will just beat the Ravens and the Bills.
Yeah.
Like sometimes it doesn't happen
And then
that
every
way,
now and then
but
the Bengals will beat them.
Yeah.
That's usually what it is.
Yeah.
It's wild. It is wild. They can look like kind of like dog shit, and then they just stomp them 37-20. So.
Yep.
Okay, I did have that as an option because knowing I was going third, I had a couple, but I am going to give it to my first choice, a man that I just love so much. But give it to Mr. Puka Nacua.
Yeah, I knew that was coming.
13 catches on 15 targets, 170 yards.
I mean, Jesus.
And a touchdown. The man is on historic pace through the first month. He is on pace for 213 targets, 179 catches, 2,138 yards, only 4 touchdowns. But Puka doesn't usually get a bunch of touchdowns. But yeah, and it is adding in another 221 rushing yards and 4 rushing touchdowns. I mean, the guy is just. You just give him the ball, and he just always he's Stafford's guy. That's how it is.
So is it like a Stafford thing where you just find one
Stafford-
guy and you're
Stafford's
just
the
like
kingmaker.
this man?
Yes, Stafford is
Like-
is the honestly you could say one of the best like kingmakers ever. Like
Yeah.
he gets his guy and he just hyper targets him.
Yeah.
I mean Devontae's had a good season too.
Yeah, Devontae isn't even having a bad
it's just
year,
like
but
Puka's clearly that, and it is one of those things. I wish I kept him, but at the same time,
yeah, you just gave him away.
yeah, it's just I got scared by the back. I got scared by how reckless Puka plays.
What's Cooper Kupp up to these days?
He got 4 catches for like 39 yards.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, brother.
Yeah, hand up, Dustin. I clowned you for that trade. You were right.
Yeah.
All right, Dustin, Kadarius.
My Kadarius is going to a guy we mentioned earlier again, Mr. Cam Ward. Yeah, you're the number one pick.
Yeah.
I know you're not on a great offense, but, I mean, 10 for 26, 108 yards and a pick.
Yeah.
I mean, you're playing against the Texans who haven't looked good
No.
at all. And you get shut out.
I mean, their defenses look pretty fine still, but
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, the Texans haven't really played anyone great yet.
yeah, it's in the AFC South. They're all terrible.
Yeah. My Kadarius goes to. I was worried Dustin would take this one, but then I was like, Dustin doesn't even know who this is. A.D. Mitchell on the Colts, who had an awesome play. He caught it.
Keep doing it.
Caught it going down the left side, did a spin move, and threw the defender into another defender, and then ran down the field. And on his way, right before the end zone, he just bobbled the ball out of his own
he,
hands
went to hold it for
and
him.
fumbled out the back of the end zone. And then he dove for it too, which is like, no, pretend like you didn't do it, man. Because now you're showing everyone that you fucked up.
I know.
Yeah, and that's 7 right there. Yeah. It was the most like top of the world to bottom of the barrel. It was such a twist.
Yeah, it's those Texas receivers,
Matthew Golden hasn't done that.
Yet.
He hasn't
Yeah.
done much, though.
He stole a ball from Dontavian Wicks for 46 yards this week.
Yeah, what was that about?
I don't know.
Like, one of them was wrong.
One of them was wrong. I choose to believe that it was Dontavian Wicks, but I can't prove it. And I feel like it probably wasn't.
Yeah.
But
It's just like, all right, that's weird. It's a weird route design. Okay.
2 receivers there. One of them's bound to catch it.
Yeah. All right. My Kadarius Tony Award winner, I give it, we mentioned it before, it is Mr. Justin Herbert. So the Giants' defense isn't bad. They have a great front 4, even a great front 7, but you're 3-0. You're definitely the better team. You're going against a rookie making his first ever start. We didn't mention it really, but Malik Neighbors went out pretty early, and he didn't come back. It was confirmed. It was a torn ACL, non-contact, him kind of jumping for a ball. Hate to see it. That really does suck.
Yeah.
Especially if you're in a fantasy league that have him and Joe Burrow. That's fun.
No one has that.
Yeah, no one has that.
No one here has that.
Yeah, Justin Herbert though, 23 of 41, only 203 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions, and a lot of that was like made up in the end too. Like the first half was abysmal. I mean, Ladd McConkey had not a whole lot
I think
going
he had
on.
like 2 catches for like 2 yards. and
Ladd
one for 12
McConkey
or
might be dead.
something.
Quentin Johnston is
So
a guy.
Justin
apparently.
Herbert is that he was looking honestly like if the Chargers kept going like an MVP front runner because they were throwing the ball a bunch, you know, Omarion Hampton started get going, and it just that was a weird loss. This is where like the NFL is just unpredictable. You don't.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, very nice. All right, Dustin, stock up.
My stock up is going to the GOAT discussion.
Okay.
You kind of touched on it with Mahomes being your MVP
You already
of
said
the week.
Jackson Dart.
Yeah.
Well, no, I mean, Mahomes became the youngest and fastest to ever record 250 passing touchdowns. And he's, what, 30?
He's not. He's just turning 30.
Something like that. But he wants to play into his 40s, he says. He needs 400 more passing touchdowns to pass Tom Brady.
Okay.
So if he averages 40 a year for 10 years,
I mean, that's
that'll
if
do
he's
it.
done at
And that's
40,
that's if he's done at 40.
Brady was what 45.
Something like that.
I
And
don't know.
I feel like Mahomes is in a little better shape than Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Stage.
And
So,
he also
your
hasn't
stock
had-
up is an argument that we're gonna have in 10 years.
Well, no, we're gonna have it a lot because Mahomes could win like 6 more rings before that.
Okay. Yeah. Cool.
Big Mahomes guy over there. I
Yeah.
thought I was
Jeez,
that.
I was
I'm-
surprised.
That
Yeah.
was me.
Stealing Adam's
No,
bit.
yeah. After seeing that, I was like,
Shit.
man, this guy probably is gonna become the GOAT.
Bears
He is
Bears
really
should have
fucking
drafted
good.
him, huh?
Yeah, the Bears should have drafted him.
Nah, Trubisky. Come on.
Yeah, well, he's great.
Great at holding that clipboard for Josh Allen. Yeah.
I mean, yeah,
He's
it's a
really
hell of
good
a
at it.
clipboard to hold.
Yeah.
All right, my stock up goes to cryptic wide receiver tweets.
Uh-oh.
We are back. Did you
Yeah.
guys have
Yes.
you guys heard about this one? So
I think I
AJ Brown tweeted out a picture of I think some song lyrics after the game.
I thought it was like a Bible verse.
No, because it's I don't.
Pretty sure it's a Bible verse.
Is it?
I think it is.
Okay, well either way, it's some message that he posted after his 2-catch 7-yard performance. That is 2.7 PPR points for those of you keeping score at home.
That's not great.
No. He says, if you're not welcomed, not listened to, quietly withdraw. Don't make a scene. Shrug your shoulders and be on your way.
So he doesn't want to take the Antonio Brown approach.
I feel like he kind of is he's not
Quietly doing it.
he's not doing that by posting this. Like he's like just quietly walk away as he posts that to millions of people.
Yeah, that's Mark 6:11.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. I must have forgotten.
It's a very like interesting Bible verse. I will say it doesn't sound like one, kind of, but
Eh.
kind of sounds like something like a cryptic lyric.
I want him to do like the Tebow with like the eye black with like Mark 6:11 as he just sits on the sidelines reading a book. Yeah, so cryptic wide receiver tweets are so back, and I'm here for it.
Yeah.
What about you?
All right, my stock up. It feels odd if I didn't because it all happened in like the same week. Now, granted, some happened a little more than others, but now we can finally say it did. No way in bearing has any stock with anything not related to this pod, but is rookie running back hype finally starting to pay off. Ashton Genty, obviously, we talked about, had his best game by a wide margin in the NFL. Omarion Hampton had another great game. Quinshon Judkins looks like he's just going to be an absolute steal for a lot of people because he was falling down draft boards due to his off-field stuff.
I would like everyone to Venmo me for Marion Hampton because I traded him away the week before Najee died in a different league, not our league, but yeah, that fucking sucked.
Yeah, that does suck. Yikes. And then even Travion Henderson getting involved in the scoring after the fumbles by Gibson and Stevenson, like we mentioned. He had his most touches so far, most snaps so far, and he scored a touchdown. So maybe that's a sign of things to come for Vrabel letting him out of the doghouse a little bit for whatever reason he's in there. Now it's all just on R.J. Harvey that needs to pop, which could be tonight. We'll see on Monday Night Football for the Broncos. But yeah, it's
Nice.
Good for them. Good for those little rooks
Yeah,
getting in the game plan.
I like it. Dustin, how about you?
well, now it's my stock down. Because I go first, Kevin.
I know. I'm asking.
Yeah, you said, how about you? Like we were still in stock up. I
Okay.
don't appreciate you not having faith.
Dustin,
in my
I don't
team's
listen. I'm just
scorepost.
waiting for my turn to talk, so you have to go.
Okay. Well, my stock down is going to player safety.
Oh,
This is kind of like a personal grudge I have, but also I can't remember who it was, but someone like
Good
got
start.
hit in the face,
Okay.
like helmet to helmet,
Okay.
and they like brought them into the blue tent and then like made them get out for another player or something like that. And it's like, so you're not letting
You're
this
not
guy
as
do
important.
So there was a cue.
concussion
Yeah.
protocol. And but no, my main grudge is the mouth guard thing. I just found out today after doing some research that the NFL is the only like level of like football that we would be associated with, like high school, college, flag, junior tackle, stuff like
Sure,
that.
yeah,
that
those
does
are all
not
types.
require a mouth guard to be worn.
Okay.
yeah.
And it really bothers me that like guys like Brian Branch just have it sticking out of the top of his helmet.
I
think
It's like, why do you even put it there?
I wouldn't call
When you
that
don't
player
have to have
safety.
it.
I would just call that like being lame.
Yeah.
But the NFL
Their style.
talks about player safety all the time, but they're the only form of football that doesn't require it.
It's weird to me when I see like guys like they just made a catch across the middle and they got blown up by a safety or a linebacker and they get up and their mouth guard's just dangling and I'm like, wouldn't you have rather had that in at the time?
Right. Or you
Like,
get like I think Caleb Williams does it. He
That
does
just
like
bother
the
me.
Steph Curry
Yeah.
just like chewing on
Like
it.
the-
out
like
of-
it- the
like half out of
Invisalign.
his
You're
mouth.
trying to run a route and it's like bouncing up and down in front of your face. I
Wait,
don't.
and when you don't have to wear it,
Yeah.
why do you have it on?
It's weird, but they all do it.
Yeah.
All right. My stock down goes to kick returners because I've been seeing some discourse, like I said earlier in the show. The new kickoff, there are like 3 or 4 kickers in the NFL. I know one of them is Cardi. One of them is, I want to say, the guy on the Buccaneers. But they're doing these knuckleball style kickoffs that are very hard to field. So I know that like when the Rams and the Eagles played last week, the Eagles muffed 5 kickoffs. And they didn't like lose possession, but they lost field position. They are like, you know, the I think it's the Rams specifically, the starting field position for their opponents is like 5 yards less than the next highest team, and everyone else is like 7 yards above.
Yeah.
And I mean that matters.
Yeah.
Those are like little details now,
Yeah.
and things that teams either are or are not accounting for. Where, and like I said, I don't think the Packers are doing it, and I'm looking at them and I'm going, why are you kicking it way up in the air like that?
Yeah.
Because the coverage team can't start running until it gets caught by the player or touches the ground. So they're just standing there waiting and waiting and waiting. Whereas these guys are like hitting a knuckleball into the landing zone, and the coverage team gets to start going.
Yeah.
And it's just, I don't know, it's really interesting to watch. And being a kick returner has never seemed very fun. And it feels less fun now.
Yeah, I mean, like kick returning is a lot better than punt returning. Punt returning is
It's
the
just
absolute
skeet
worst.
shooting. You're just
Yeah,
you're just on
well,
display.
and you're just like constantly just like having to look up, down, look up. Like it sucked. Like, I remember when I was like, when we did the way they did it in high school and like growing up. Like when you got to like the high school level, it said like, all right, if you're a safety, you're automatically one of the people back there, and you're like, I'm like, well, I don't want to do that, and then you're just like, okay, all right, this is good, this is a good time. So it's just no, punt returning is there's psychopaths, but
yeah. But now kick returning sucks. What about you? What's your? Am I allowed to say what about you, Dustin?
I already gave mine.
Okay, yeah. So what about you,
How
Adam?
dare you say that?
How dare you?
My stock
dare
down. We mentioned it, but because this was my stock up last week, it's the Hurts to Brown connection for this week. It back to a very extremely frustrating stat line for AJ Brown. He didn't have. I don't think Jalen Hurts had a single passing yard in the second half.
Yeah,
Like that's
he was like 0
Yeah,
for
I
8.
think he
that's
0 for 8.
wild.
And it's
That
weird
is
because
insane.
it's like, is Jalen Hurts good at throwing? Because last week he looked good at throwing. I don't get it.
Yeah, AJ Brown's currently projected for only 60 catches, 642 yards, 4 touchdowns. That's
It's not a lot of any of those.
a lot,
No.
and it's bad for a guy you're paying. And it's honestly one of the top 5 receivers in the league
In
like,
terms
from
of,
a
like,
physical
talent?
level.
Yeah.
Like That's tough.
Yeah?
That's tough. I don't know. They got to figure it out. It's not like Saquon's lighting the world on fire this year. So
This whole show is just trying to get Dustin to trade us A.J. Brown before he blows up.
Lad McConkey was my other guy because like
Or
him,
Lad McConkey.
him being the
My
receiver
stock
one for the
down is
Chargers.
Dustin's entire fucking roster.
I mean, he,
Kevin, I scored more points than you.
You
this
did
week.
score more points than me this week.
yeah, that's tough. That's tough.
CD's hurt. He'll be back.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's
Okay.
that.
Yeah. All right. Let's get to our Week 5 preview. It's gonna be a short one because we only have one of our teams. Only one of the teams is playing this week because you guys are on bye. So
Both of us?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're both on bye, and then I'm on bye next week. So we have early buys. All of us do.
Nice.
So of course, the only game we can talk about is the Minnesota Vikings staying overseas across the pond in London this time, taking on the Cleveland Browns. It's gonna be at 8:30 in the morning on NFL Network on Sunday.
It's where we got one game and it's on at 8 a.m.
This could be the sweep. You know, this is the moment for the sweep. You know, yeah.
My
This is-
God.
this is
Wait a
It
minute.
is a high.
This is my only chance at getting a
pressure.
sweep.
Oh
It
my
is
God.
High pressure moments, but yeah. So in this game,
I'm fucking actually very concerned right
yeah,
now.
as I mentioned, and who gets to
I
go
gotta
first?
lock in.
Uh,
I don't know.
I get to go first because I had the best.
he gets to guess the line first.
That sucks because he's worse at the over/under.
Correct.
Fuck.
Yeah.
All right.
So I am extremely terrified that whoever's playing quarterback, because it hasn't been confirmed, because J.J. McCarthy is there, they're gonna die facing this Browns defensive line. If last week was any indication of what it could be, now it's for
Yeah.
sure seems like we were gonna be without Brian O'Neill for at least
At
the
least
next-
a week.
at least
Yeah.
a week. So we won't.
And
see
honestly,
him.
two concussions for
Two concussions for Kelly.
Yeah.
Luckily, Michael Juergens has been honestly not too terrible. It's not like it's been just in school, which that's just terrible that he's going to be in there at right tackle. Donovan Jackson's already out. Blake
like
Brendel's
how-
luckily fine.
I like how similar his name is to Skull, but he sucks.
Yeah,
like it'd be really
he's-
cool if he was good,
Yeah,
and
he's
he's just
terrible.
awful.
He's so bad, and I don't know. We need to incorporate a quick pass game similar to what the Falcons did against us, what the Steelers did against us, to negate this rush as much as we can. I mean,
You guys got a rookie running back now catching passes.
hey,
is
yeah,
weird.
Xavier Scott. You know,
Yeah.
he played receiver in
Who
college.
the fuck is that?
Xavier Scott played receiver in college. Look at that at Maine.
He had a
So
little,
that's-
nice little tiptoe
Yeah,
catch
that was
in
nice.
the end zone.
It was nice.
Yeah.
And then, for the love of God, please get after Joe Flacco because he can't run. He can't
Yeah.
move. So if you can just cover the short stuff and then just get after him, you should be able to generate a lot of pressure against him.
Yeah.
Run defense does need to play a lot better because
Quinshawn Judkins
Judkins-
coming for you.
Judkins will kill us if we play like we did against the Steelers.
He's a maniac.
Because
Pure Blood says that Dylan Gabriel's starting. I don't know how true that is, but
Is it?
you said it in the chat. I don't know if it's true though.
Gabriel's starting. If that's the case, that changes things. I would. Honestly, I'd be okay with that.
I mean, I feel like I'd rather have Joe Flacco at this point.
yeah, I don't
They're
know.
urged to bench. I don't see any official announcement
We'll
yet,
see.
though.
I mean, we're obviously only on Monday, so we got plenty of time to figure
Also,
out. Who's
Dustin,
gonna be there.
Jalen said in the chat that you're her favorite part of the podcast. So it's just full of misinformation right now.
She also said if we don't win that game, I'm going into hibernation for the season. Kiss, kiss.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Should we do?
Yeah, so what do we think? What do we think the line is here? This has not moved since last night, so it's been kind of holding.
Let's see. I'm gonna go Vikings -2.5.
Give me 2.
It's Vikings -3.5.
No.
Oh, Kevin!
I don't like this at all. I don't like this at all. I don't like this. All right.
All right. Over under here.
That sucks.
Yeah.
That fucking sucks.
Yeah. And now you get to go first too.
Give me 40.5.
Oh, God, Kevin, you always do that.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'll go 40.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a sweep.
Damn it.
36 and a half.
No fucking way.
36 and a half.
36 and a half.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh man, I'm gonna do a victory
Wow.
lap here. This is the first time ever
That's
I've had a
crazy,
sweep.
dude. Congratulations on the sweep, Dustin. It's 1-1 now. I'm sure my sweep had 4 parts and yours had 2, but
hey,
That's all right. It doesn't
that's-
matter.
how many times
100%.
in sports is there a 2-game sweep, you know?
That's
Best 2 or 3. That's what we do in most sports.
The wild card round in baseball.
Best of 3. Yeah, best of 3. WNBA. For
Oh yeah, the WNBA. Yeah, everyone.
yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna see this game could be just so sad to watch, and this is why though I didn't want to victory lap or talk too much when you guys lost the Browns, because I'm like, we have to play them in a couple weeks.
That was
Luckily-
smart of you.
Luckily, it's in London, and weird things can sometimes happen. Maybe, hopefully, we're on the right side of it.
What if you get shadured?
I honestly, that would be kind of terrible. I don't think it would be Shadur, because based on everything that we've seen,
No,
it's
Gabriel's the
one
number
that
2.
comes in. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Well, the good news is I can get Dustin 4-0 next week because we
Yeah.
have a
see.
4-0.
What do we have here?
And we're all done with buys.
Yeah, I know. After next week.
So-
Pure Blood, you're 16-12. That would be so disgusting. Oh my gosh.
I don't know that we have
no.
a ton of 2-minute drill questions, but we always forget to set up shot bets.
Yeah, let's do that.
So we should make a concerted effort to not have to do it via text after the show.
Yeah. So I feel like we only got one of our games going.
Yeah.
Unless I'm trying to let's see if there's any major ones across the NFL that could
We
have
could
some
do.
storylines.
We could do. Assuming that it's Carson Wentz, we could do like turnovers between the 2 quarterbacks.
There really isn't a lot of great games on the docket this week.
No, because
No.
now we're officially into buys. This is the first week where teams are getting
Yeah,
buys.
Falcons, Bears, Packers, Steelers, all off. Yeah, I mean, I guess Broncos, Eagles, depending on how the Broncos look tonight, that could be something. But Giants, Saints, Cowboys, Jets, Raiders, Colts, 49ers, Rams. That's always McVay, Shanahan.
So what are you proposing, like
No, I think
on the spread or what?
No, I think it's got to be Vikings, Browns, something related to that. So
My first thought is turnovers between the 2 quarterbacks, assuming Wentz plays,
okay,
because I feel like that doesn't really favor one of us too particularly. I think they're
Sure.
both going to turn the ball over.
Mhm.
Just the Browns don't have a receiver that we can hold up as like
yeah,
a
Jerry
guy.
Jeudy's not.
We could do
We
a
could
really
do- we could
do
do
a really
sacks.
boring one, which would be like Hawkinson versus Njoku or something, and see who's the first of 3
We
catches.
could do whichever team has more sacks.
Yeah, we could do that. How about we do 2? We could do sacks and turnovers.
How many sacks do the Browns usually get? Because the Browns have had decent lines.
Yeah, that's
I mean,
the
they also
problem.
have a
Well, no, we
quarterback
could
that
just do
can't
who
move.
has more sacks, is what I think Dustin's saying.
I
right?
know, but I-
because then
I
we
just
don't have
wanna
to
see-
call out a number.
Flacco's only been sacked 9 times
Okay,
so far. That's not that many.
doesn't feel like you believe in your boys.
Yeah, but they also went up against the Packers defense.
I
so-
also know the state of our offensive line
Mm.
and how good the.
So you should have an easy.
So you
side-
don't believe in your boys because they're not the first boys; they're the second boys.
I feel like it should be definitely turnovers between the 2 quarterbacks.
Okay, so that's our first one.
Because yeah, we've given up twice as many sacks as the Browns have.
Yeah, but a couple of those weeks was like J.J. McCarthy,
They
and he
both
just
have got sacked 9 times. So 9 times.
no. But a couple of those weeks was J.J. McCarthy. You're right; they're the same. Actually, I'm sorry.
Yeah, number of sacks. So,
Well, what do you want if you don't want to do sacks? Like, I'm trying to think which. You could do something really boring like time of possession.
I mean, we could just do. Why don't we we could do one on like the over. Over under is crazy low. Like 36.5 is.
I
NFL
guess.
is pretty damn low.
Does anyone want the under on that?
on 36 and a
Because
half.
that's fucking nuts. Dustin, are you crazy enough to do it?
Why not? I'll take the under.
All right, I'll cheer for points. You got to cheer for points. You can
I
take
know
the under on your
I know,
8
but
a.m.
but at
game.
the same time though, what if do I believe the Browns will score a lot of points on us?
Yeah, but the last time we did this, your team scored all the points needed,
That's true.
and it was 48.
Yeah, you're right. The Browns defense is
Is the same. They're both orange.
same as the Bengals.
AFC North.
Both in the Ohio
Yeah.
area. Yeah.
It's the same thing.
The most they've given up this year is 41 to the Ravens. Oh, 34. like 2 to the Lions, but only 13.
10 1 week.
Yeah.
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 So you gonna do it?
Yeah, sure. I'll take the over.
Okay.
Points.
So we got over. Let me write this down.
Wes, are you both on the Flacco will have more turnovers?
Oh,
no,
wait, I haven't picked on that
Give
one
me
yet.
Wentz.
I haven't picked that one.
Yeah.
I thought I only did the points so far.
So
I will
over
take,
under. What's the line? 30,
36 and a half.
36.
You know what? I'll take Wentz to have more turnovers.
Okay. Adam and Kevin for the over. Under equals Dustin, and then turnovers. Wentz versus Flacco. Who'd you say, Dustin?
I took Wentz to have more.
So Flacco having
Wentz
less.
equals. Okay, so we're mixing it up, which is good.
Yeah.
Kevin and Dustin, and you think Flacco.
So there's a guarantee that 2 people will do shots.
Yes, two of us will be doing shots no matter what. And it just determines who's the third that doesn't have to do any, and who has to do 2.
No, there's potential that someone could have, that we could all have one.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, there's potential, but then someone would have to do 2. I would have to do 2.
Yeah.
Shit.
So
All right, well, whatever. That's fine.
Yeah.
I can take it.
All right. Okay. I think that's gonna wrap her up here. Like I said, yeah, short preview because we only got one game to talk about, and across the board, it's kind of boring. Dolphins are already winning 3-0 against the Jets. So
Oh, they're wearing the new weird uniforms.
so look at that.
Yeah, they're wearing the black uniforms. They're like Night Waters or something.
The Dolphins?
Yeah.
They're black?
Yeah, they're their new uniform.
That's wild. I don't like it. All right. Well, thanks for listening to our episode of 10K TV, presented by 10,000 Takes. Oh, I really don't like it.
No, it's bad.
You can go to their website at 10ktakesmn.com. Find them on Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram, and Threads. If you just search 10K Takes, you can also find us on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, and Threads at State of Skull 10K. We're just searching State of Skull. We post links to episodes each week, as well as clips from the episode, highlights, reactions, memes, news for the Vikings, Packers, Bears, as well as the NFC North and NFL in general if it's big enough. This, of course, is the Monday edition of 10K TV, where myself, Kevin, and Dustin cover the NFC North, primarily the Vikings for me, the Packers for Kevin, the Bears for Dustin. Later in the week, there will be a preview episode by Zane's going to be on it. I think Age is on that one too. Maybe then Jake. I think the third chair might rotate through. I'm not 100% sure.
Only here one day a week.
But yeah, we are officially through the first month of the season after today, and it's the NFC North is looking relatively competitive. All the teams are showing bad losses.
Everybody has a win. Everybody.
Good morning.
One of us is Dustin ending the show early.
It's great. It's all
Clicking
good.
the wrong
I
button.
hear him go, "Oh shit!" over there.
Yeah. As always, I've been your host, Adam Oz, who rides with the Vikings, hosted with my co-host Kevin.
Yeah,
Oh, Jesus,
it's
We're all
good.
falling
You're
apart.
doing
falling
great.
apart. He threw me off with
Mixing a water.
What's going on over there with Kevin, who rides with the Packers, and then Dustin over in the producer chair with the Bears. Kevin, final words.
Football's dumb.